'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing?
Hey, are we ready this time? Normally we're
Yeah.
not ready for when it.
Ready? I was just listening to the lyrics of that video and that intro, and I was like,
Yeah.
"It says Beastie Age. What's that?"
I have no idea. Let's not look up just in case. To be honest.
Yeah, run sort of live stream.
Yeah, it's actually quite good music, I think, Lays.
Yeah.
And it's free. Can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, welcome everybody. Good afternoon, morning, good night, I guess, depending on where you are.
Good night.
Evening.
Don't say good night though, do you? When you're saying hello to someone, you don't say good night, but you say good morning.
It's true.
Weird.
Yeah.
When you say good night, that's saying bye. It's weird.
Yeah. So I say, you guess you say evening, but evening finishes at 9, so you could never say hello to anyone past 9 o'clock.
No.
Good night.
Well,
got it. Good night. Hello, 1980s. How you doing, mate? Hope you are well.
You missed that. General Kenobi. That's how I've got to answer that one.
Yeah. I'm not that sad. Do you know what? That first year after The Mandalorian, everyone's putting like, "This is the way" on the comments. And stuff.
Oh, yeah, that annoys me.
You put Mandalorian picture up on Instagram. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, yeah, I used to do my head in.
Yeah, it's people catch on to something, don't they, and then just
yeah,
go off.
It's not funny. Yeah, it's like it's funny.
I found it cringe. I found it cringe in the actual show. Every time he says it, yeah. Every time he says it, I'm like, God, what does that even mean?
Yeah, this is the one.
Yeah,
the way to Amarillo, whatever it is.
Yeah, the way to what? You know, whatever. Yeah. So
yeah, go on in.
Hasbro. I was gonna. Our last one that we was going to do was going to be talking about Hasbro job cuts.
Yes,
that's past now. We were going to do it Friday, but it's gone past it now.
Well, we spoke about it.
Yeah, we spoke about it, but I mean,
well, we can still talk about it. I mean, it's a bit of a comment to put onto YouTube, but I feel like, you know, maybe like the job, there is cuts everywhere. You know, rising costs of everything as well, cost of wages and stuff. But for a billion type company was on the rise, I think I saw something the other day that actually the profits has quite plummeted quite low since 2018. I think
it's because they had no competition really, and now you're getting a lot more different toy companies coming up.
I think the thing is though, I think sometimes Hasbro get a little bit too big for their boots. And I think they try and film as fast as they can to be there as fast as anyone else. But I generally do feel like that Hasbro are jumping on the bandwagon of, you know, let's increase our prices because no one else has Star Wars. No one else has this kind of sort of stuff that we have. Also, we can cut costs. I mean, it could be a new CEO or something like that at head office. Maybe, I don't know how it works. But let's cut costs and give them shit. You know, and people are like, okay, I'll stick with it. And then the prices just keep going up and up every year since 2018. And then obviously they cut now the packaging as well. And I just feel like, you know, it's not like collectors are getting shafted one way. It's like there's a kind of a double-edged sword here because it doesn't really affect me about the packaging, but it affects me about the pricing. But the people that collect the packaging are going to be a completionist, and that's going to double whabbing them. You know, like they're not seeing the product that they're buying, and also they're asking for more money for them, and it's not in a massive way either. It's not like a couple of quid. We're talking like £5-7 more than the original price of the Wave. Hello, Coil.
Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, finally made it to one.
Yeah, welcome to the stream.
I think I saw something the other day where it wasn't. I think it was the new Dino Fury. So the Lightning Collection, the Red Ranger, was released in the plastic packaging, with the window on, and the new ones, so the blue and the green, are now in the cardboard packaging, and people were going ballistic that were in box collectors because it's just
that's
you just stopped it, really, haven't you?
Logan, mate, you're right. Yeah, but this is the thing that I was saying in my video with Scorch the other day. They brought out all 3 figures, Sev, Boss, and Fixer, with the window packaging, and the last figure that comes out, which is actually the best clone Commander, Republic Commando looking figure, and it's in a box closed off that you can't see it if you are an inbox collector. And I can imagine people buying that, especially if they're into games, the Star Wars and stuff, and having them out because it's like just a 4-pack of characters, but the last one you can't see. It's just
I think it annoyed people when they changed the packaging the first time. So from like the original red and black box, to the new one, because then there's like, oh, but it doesn't line up. It doesn't line up, and now it don't line up, and you can't see anything.
Yeah, and it's the killer thing for inbox collectors is because you have to keep it sealed. Ideally, a way that they could do it is so keep it open at the front. And then what you do, you pull out a kind of like a sleeve, and then you can fold it inwards and then slide it behind the character. So there's no plastic packaging on the front of the box, but now you can actually see the figure in its display, and you push the card bit behind and it slides down, and you close it back up, or you open it back up, pull it out, and it protects the front, so something like that, but
I think this is the cheapest way, and what annoys me about it is that you end up opening it, and it's like pass a parcel. You open it up, and then you've got another bit of cardboard to open it up, and then you've got it in a bag thing. You got to open that up. It's just like, so in replacement of the plastic, you're now just using more trees.
killing everything.
I don't get it. But whatever.
And the bad thing as well, it's not representation to what's in the box. Like those Lightning Collection Power Rangers that I got, the Street Fighter one, like Chun-Li's like this part of this side of the box, and then the accessories up here, and then literally all this packaging is just empty. It's just there's nothing there.
You can't see what you're buying, can you now? And that's
it. So I don't know what Hasbro's profits and stuff are, but getting rid of 15% of your workforce, but it is worldwide, and they have got Hasbro's. UK, Taiwan, Japan, America.
But 15% of the entire workforce, that is quite big. Like
it could be the Indiana Jones work team. Like, you fucked it up on the first wave. Get it out.
Yeah.
How many Indiana Jones are there in the movie? Just one. Why have you got 15 in the first wave?
That's all it is, though, isn't it? You got.
That's all it can be, though, isn't it? Apart from his
10 indies, and then you've got like one villain.
And
the indie that everyone wants, you can't get at the moment anyway. So,
well, there'll be more coming out, and I'm sure.
Shall we get to the elephant in the room? your speech.
My speech.
Yeah, farewell speech.
Yeah, I'm leaving YouTube. Goodbye.
Yeah, is that it? No, you're not leaving for good, but it's like
I don't know. It could be a month, it could be 2 months. I just need to relocate my headspace. I need to feel enthusiasm to do YouTube. And I just it's been eating at me for a couple of months now. Like I'll buy a figure because I want to buy a figure, and then I'll review it, you know, and obviously I'm not going to expect everyone to enjoy every part of the figure content that I put out. Bear in mind, like Classified is really new to the channel, and it's new. You know, a lot of people won't be into it, or they're a bit too young for even about GI Joe and whatnot, which is fine. That is absolutely fine. But then in my head, I've got nitpicks where I go like, you need to do upgrades, you need to paint this, you need to record why you do this, you need to go. And I sit down, I just want to watch a movie. I might want to go and watch the new House of Dragons, which I still haven't watched. And I sit there and then I feel that I need to start recording. I need to go and start, just kind of recording myself painting. And when I'm recording my painting, I'm not chilled out because I'm recording. I'm not doing it in my own time. And if I go and I want to go and do it, I go, oh, do you know what? When I get home, I'm gonna paint it. You know what it's like. You get that kind of urge.
Yeah.
And then I look at my phone, I've got like 9% because I do everything on my phone. I record on my phone. And then I'm like, oh, I need to charge it. So only about an hour charge. But by the time the hour's gone, I've sat down, I might have done something else. And then I'm like, oh,
it just goes. Yeah.
And the day's gone, and I've lost an hour of like doing something. And but it's not even just about doing upgrades as well. It's not like I'm just going to grab it and then sit down and do it. I literally research from head to toe, looking at every single aspect of that figure, from even if it's sideshow to screen accuracy and stuff like that, where I try and sort of go, well, that will work, that won't. What can I do that? What can I use to do that? How can I do this? And it's just always on the go. And I just feel like for the moment, I need to step away from just that constant feeling that I have to do something. And it's my hobby. It's what I enjoy. But where it's constantly nitpicking at you that I need to pick up a paintbrush, I need to do this, I need to do that. Like if I get a figure and I haven't got time to like look at, sometimes I have to leave it on the side for 3 days because I'm going to open it up when I'm going to record. So I'm like, and I leave them all on the side, and then I get really behind, and then I'm like, oh, I've got about 8 reviews to do now, and I've got to do this, and I move, and then when I get behind, that's when it starts affecting my sort of review quality as well. Like sometimes I say all the same things, like this is nice, this is nice, this is nice. And I hate saying the word nice. And I watch my videos and I'm always like, nice, 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 nice. And it just does my head in. So I feel like if I come away a little bit, reevaluate, talk, I might come up with new vocabulary of different words because I've kind of forgotten what I've done.
Sit there and read a dictionary.
Yeah. But I just feel like I want to just kind of really kind of come back a little bit more, maybe have like some sort of reviewing system so it actually feels like the figure comes out of quality, giving it like a 5 out of 5, or it's not here, or or even if it gets a tick for this and a tick for or no, so
you always do like the pros and cons.
Yeah, I don't want to make it too complicated. I don't want to make it like, oh, it gives an average score of 5 or this. I would just say like, does it hit me? Does it look like the character? Is it nice? No, and it would get like a score out of 5. It could be complete 5 because it hits every single aspect, articulation, look, what accessories and stuff like. If it feels like it could come with more, no. If the articulation's pants, it's a no. If it's got a lot of paints missing, then yeah. So we're missing some here. Hey guys, scuffed up the Jones line. I don't think they have. I think they're just finding their ways. I think they just.
It's not much you can really do with it.
Indiana Jones at the moment, but I just feel like there's other iconic Indiana Joneses you could bring out, but I guess they got to do so many repaints to pay for the sculpts that they have made.
Great civilian bodies, though. Some of them. Good civilian bodies. Some of them.
Yeah. We're able to do like a little cocktail bar diorama. Fair points here. Hobby shouldn't be pressure on you. 100%. Yeah, I just feel at the moment it's just like it's just a nitpick. Like I feel like I've got to keep coming up with inspiration. I've got to come up with ideas to make a video. I'm going to say this, and by the time I get home, it's kind of like gone, and then I feel like forceful in doing it. So
I had that with photography when obviously I've been doing the photography side of it for what, nearly 3 years now.
mhm.
Similar sort of time you've been doing YouTube. And I have the moments where I'm just like, I have no ideas. I don't know what I want to do. And it just gets to the point where it's like boring. It's like,
Yeah.
I cannot be bothered to spend an hour or 2 hours doing loads of different photos to then upload every day. And then it's like you have to have a photo every day. Do you know what I mean? And it's just
Yeah,
like, I cannot
Well, I
be
think
bothered.
the thing with Instagram now, no one actually physically uses Instagram the way it used to be with photos. So when you're spending half your day looking at other people's content on a reel, the algorithm is kind of like they're not interested in that no more. They're not interested in that no more. And it was someone the other day, they got their picture got shared, and I thought, oh, I always used to look at that person's account. Am I not following them, or something happen? You know,
Mm.
and I click on it, and I haven't looked at that person's account in ages because obviously where you don't see it, then or you're not liked it, then Instagram's like, well, I'll put that in the trash, and you're not interested in that one. Well, I am. I just kind of missed the pictures, or sometimes someone might actually do a picture that's not necessarily their style, and you completely miss it. You know, because you always give them a like, but it's if you know. And I'm just as bad. I just go through and I scroll and I go, oh, that's a good picture, but I don't like it. You know, that's why I've gone now where I normally just like and I share a picture for, you know, I just share it just to get it out there. But I even notice in my stories now, I don't really get that many attention on it anymore.
No, you don't. You get like the main ones, like the ones that have followed me for ages. They'll probably watch it, but then, I mean, I find taking a week off, like photography wise, taking a week off is enough for me. Like where I can take a week off, do photos when I want, and then just upload them when I want, like the week later. And I think I was going to start doing that because I was thinking about it like the other day. Like I've got loads of photos in like to upload, but it's the point of I can't be bothered to upload it because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to upload it. It's a photo I'm really happy with, and I'm going to get 10 likes on it. And it's like I can't be bothered with it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I think a lot of people out there now are like, you can't really sort of please everyone. You know, like, oh, I'll put a picture out there. I think it's really cool. I've captured the figure, got a bit of movement in it and stuff like that. I think it looks nice. And you get like 40 likes, you know. But no one really shares pictures or anything anymore. And the other thing as well, you know, I could put a figure out there that's kind of doing something a little bit naughty. You know? And I got like, what, 40 to 50 comments. Yes, I lost followers, but geez, the likes I got on it was over 500, you know, and
See, that's where you post stuff like that and you get a lot. If I post something like that, no, it does not work because that's not what I usually do. You know what I mean?
I'm part of the Dirty Bugger Club, that's why.
Yeah. So, but I was happy with the way our Alien collab did last week. That did quite well for Instagram.
Yeah. It's okay to take a break. At the end of the day, it is a hobby and shouldn't become a chore. That's right. That's just the way it feels. And it's just like sometimes that's why I do the hangout videos now, because I want to sometimes sit down and I just want to paint. You know what it's like. You just want to just grab a brush. You don't want to put your equipment up and put that around and do this around and, you know, make sure the lighting's okay. You know, I just want to sometimes just grab a paintbrush, sit down there and just do that. And I'm like, oh, I should have recorded this. I should have done this. I should have done that. But
that's why I do my custom showcases, because sometimes I don't want to sit there and record it. I don't want it because I know I get distracted.
I feel guilty because that's what Centaurion's Corner was about. It was about the painting and how to. But I think there's enough videos on my channel now to show you how to, you know, and that's just been my learning kind of thing now. You know, I feel quite proud in myself, actually. I think the G.I. Joe ones I've done quite recently come out really well.
Yeah, I've got a lot better. Like some of your customizing is really good.
Jesus, screen grab, everyone. Callum made a comment. He actually a compliment.
Hey Steve, just like to thank you for getting me into upgrading figures. It's been a while since I've had time and space to get back into my old hobby of Gundam model kits. That's from Sixer Mason, and then he's just had more doing small hand painting improvements on Black Series figures. That's scratched the itch well enough for now. Been working on Dengar at the moment, and I'm really happy with this backpack and blasters. There you go.
Nice.
There.
Well done, mate.
You've got someone thanking you for.
Yeah. Oh no, there's been quite a few people. So thank you as well, Sixer. It does mean a lot to me, like especially when I never knew how
You've got
to do
me
it
into
before,
it.
and I self-learned from watching other people. I self-learned from is Killer Bounty Hunter Customs on thingy, but he used to be on YouTube, but since closed his account. And there was another guy as well that used to do loads of. His whole bedroom was covered in custom Black Series figures like years ago, and he's since gone and disappeared off.
There's no
YouTube
like
as well.
customizers on YouTube, really, is there? When you think of it, not even for dioramas.
Yeah, I think there's a few kind of out there that kind of sort of do it. There's one guy I remember doing it, but I don't think he does it permanently. I think he does a lot of other stuff as well. I remember him doing like a Bandai Clone Trooper kit or something like that. Something chili, something. I think it's something like that. Very high quality and high quality kind of sort of stuff like that as well. It was really nice. But yeah, I don't know. For me, it's just like I just need to take a break. Because for me at the moment, it's not really kind of hitting home either. You know, there's a lot of, and this isn't Black Series. It isn't Star Wars. It's just me. Like, I thought Andor was a bit bore. We spoke about Bad Batch at the moment. You know, that's a bit poor.
Yeah,
you know,
the recent one was even worse.
It's not getting my excitement up. And the thing is as well that the figures that Black Series are coming out, and I don't think it's necessarily Black Series' fault. They just need to start pumping Andor stuff out because they've kind of been told by the hierarchy. Oh yeah, that's it. Model Chili scale models. That's him. That's the dude. So it's kind of like you know, when the figures come out, and I'm just like, do you know what? I'm just really not really fussed about buying those figures at the moment. You know, and that's why I went to G.I. Joe to sort of like, because I've enjoyed those figures more than I enjoyed the others. You know, like I've enjoyed G.I. Joe at the more than the Star Wars at least. You know, like Andor in a coat, like is the sort of like, is she his girlfriend kind of figure? You know, and it's just like I'm not really too fast. So instead of trying to be, my rules for Black Series was try to be a completionist, but I'm really not too fussed about the gaming great stuff. If they're like repaints of like robots, I'm really not too fussed. And I'm not too fussed about sort of multi-packs, but I'll try and get that figure if I really want it. But that's where I've come across from now. I've come from Black Series. I've gone to the same kind of way I look at Marvel Legends. That I look at them as characters. And as I was saying the other day, that I want a Mon Mothma figure, but I want it in the original trilogy Mon Mothma. I don't want the Mon Mothma from Andor. I simply haven't got enough figures for them to be invited to a party that she always keeps organising. But you know, for me, the look of Mon Mothma is the original trilogy. I don't want two Mon Mothmas in the future because, you know.
So you're talking about Mon Mothma?
Mon Mothma, I don't know. Mum,
yeah, said it.
Mum Mothma,
said it enough times.
Godzilla in it.
I don't
know. But yeah, you know, like I've only got one Captain America on my shelf. Why would I have only one Captain America on my shelf and have two of her? It doesn't make sense. So I will wait until they bring out an original trilogy of that figure, Mon Mothma,
isn't it?
No.
I don't know.
What's the baddie from Godzilla? That's one, isn't it?
Right, Adam said you'll be missed, CC. Completely, CC. I'm going to call you that now for now. Completely agree that if you're not enjoying it, you need to take a step back, come back to it fresh and recharged. And I and many others will still be here when you're back.
What I found.
Huh?
What did you find, Alexa?
No.
Oh, yeah.
She just said, "Who is Centurion's Corner?" Oh.
Shit, my one might go with him. No, that's it. 320 videos, custom 6-inch. Eventually, did all of them all of a sudden at once. But great cut. Yes, that's the guy I used to watch. Yeah, he used to have hundreds of different like all the sort of like Imperial stuff as well. And when I first started my channel and stuff like that, he was about, but then all of a sudden just disappeared out of nowhere. And I don't know. I don't know why people delete their channel.
No, because
I'm not too sure.
and then there's no going back to it, is there? Do you know what I mean? When you get the urge to do it again.
No, that's it. I mean, like if I delete my channel, the videos that I've made, I don't have backups or anything like that. As soon as it goes on YouTube, I delete it. You know, so if I need to use my video, then I will go back onto there and use one of those download YouTube app things and download my video and then use that.
You can download your videos from Studio now.
Yeah, I definitely would never delete my YouTube because I just feel like there's a lot of me in the videos, and it'd just be there if like I mean I'm just talking like years, but once I've gone, I don't have anything of my dad. I don't have any videos or home videos of my dad. And that he's been passed over 20 years, and it's just like. So my kids could always look back at this and just see me talking about things or just having a laugh or talk. They probably won't. They probably just think, "Oh, fucking, I'm watching that shit." But it's there. Do you know what I mean? But if they ever want to see how I make things
monetized now,
yeah. Oh my god, it's gone too deep. But
yeah.
But that's kind of it, and that's another reason why I need to take a step back because obviously my kids' situation and stuff like that as well at the moment. And I don't want to say depression, but I could easily say non-medically call myself probably a little bit depressed. Probably hasn't helped being cold and it's January this month, but this is my escape, and there's no way I'm going to be leaving it behind because I enjoy what it does. It just sparks that little bit of spark. I can make that better. That looks good, and it's a bloody good escape. It's just fun. People go, "Why'd you collect figures? Why'd you do that?" Well, you play the Xbox. What do you get from going off to play the Xbox? A bit of escapism. A little bit away from the world for a little bit, why do you play computer games? Why do you play? All right, you go to football. Why do you enjoy football? Because why do you collect your team's top? Like everyone has that kind of form of escapism through their life, even if it's enjoying or going out for a run. This is our escape, enjoying about the figures and the characters and it also has a lot of nostalgia as well. I heartily say that my best years of my life is my childhood. I absolutely love it. Collecting all the figures and stuff, enjoying the time.
You don't realise it then, do you? Though?
Yeah, I mean, me and my brother, we have got on more world this year than we have done in sort of previous years, and just talking about the G.I. Joe figures and stuff like that, it's just brought so much nostalgia back. Even when he comes over, we're going to go out for a breakfast in the morning and we're sitting there watching some G.I. Joe cartoons and go, "Do you remember that car? Do you remember that? Oh yeah. Oh, did we have this one?" And it's just great. Just these characters behind you hold so many different memories, and it's like an embodiment even of that memory. And it's not necessarily that figure. It could be an episode that you remember that figure in, or it could be something like this that it's kind of like just little memories all just sort of like stacked across on your shelf. It's not, as I say, it's not necessarily just that figure, but it's something that around that kind of sort of plastic, whatever it is, so yeah. So I went really deep there, didn't I? Sorry, everyone.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But that's just kind of me at the moment,
It's
where
like
I'm sort of sitting. Yeah, but I just literally feel like I just need to get myself like I'm like splattered against the wall, and I just need to like peel myself off, pull myself back together, and kind of structure myself, I think, in a way, and come up with ideas for different videos, come up with ideas where I come out on a Monday, a Wednesday, Friday, and that's it. If I do loads of videos, I won't release them daily because that's what I try and do. I've always tried to release, like you probably notice, like, I go coming out every day, and every content that I do is paid content by myself. Every figure that comes out, I've bought that figure, and that's a lot of figures and that's a lot of money like each time. So then I think like, I'll try and do that and I'll get that money back. I don't really get the money back. Like the money's nothing. Do you know what I mean? But I kind of think one day like, I might get there, which I won't. It's not a case of like, I don't want a living wage at home, to doing YouTube, but it would be quite nice if the money that you put into it, it kind of paid for itself, with a little bit of hard work. But I just feel like I need to sort of take a step back because I look at these other people on YouTube and they do like 10 top figures. Well, how many times are you going to do that? You can do it once a year, but these people seem to be bringing out one a week, or they keep doing this, and I'm thinking,
It's because
how do you think of these ideas? Which when I watch it, I just think this is nonsense. I ain't going to watch this. I zone out because I'm just like, you're just churning the same stuff over and over.
they literally, it's like a list of best articulated figures, best Spider-Man villains, top 10 best Star Wars villains.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you do that all the time? You're literally just doing the same figures over and over again with just a different list title.
Yeah, and they do like
it gets views. That's a problem.
Yeah, but that's it. I mean, I look at it and I think like I can't do that. So I was thinking like maybe I'll go back through some of the figures that I think have like a seal. So if I bring out a reviewing system, what I might do then is take the figures back off the shelf and then go back through them and bringing in, like Steve's seal of approval, and we go back and look at the old figures because I need to find a way to bring out some new content that isn't paid content. Because every video I make, I've spent 20 for it, if that makes sense,
or more now. So
yeah. So I need to think of a way of making videos that are free but are contentable, not rather than talking about a little bit of news and making it a 10-minute video, like, or what figures do you think, like, and stuff like that. So yeah, I just generally need to sort of like restructure myself and just kind of take a bit of time out, whether it's a month or two.
That's what I was thinking of doing, is just stop it. There's no figures I want at the moment, really. So I was just going to go through my favourite figures that I've got that I haven't done a review of before. Yeah. And like all my old ones.
Yeah.
And I'll just do that.
That's what I was doing before. I haven't got content. Oh, I'll buy that figure because I need, and I end up with the client on my shelf. The best thing about the client, it comes with his ice cream maker that you can give the Mandalorian. It's literally a small accessory pack that comes with a man. It's just that's the only reason I got him. He sat on the shelf, like never photographed, never been used.
With the axe ones I do, it's like it'll sit there and I'll get a new figure, right? I can rip this to shreds in with an axe, right? And then I'm like, it just sits there until I have time to do it. And it's just I was used to be like, oh, I've got a figure, I need to go home and open it now, and I'll open it. Yeah. But now I'll buy them and they'll just stack up here on the desk. I'll sit here with an axe, right? Slide that one on, bang. Slide it off. Slide that one on, bang. And it's just all like
a geeky Captain America, where it's like cat in the woods, but you got your figures. But that's why I was like that the other day. I bought Ned and Peter Parker, and I was like, I'm going to do a review. I was like, what's the point? The figures have been out for over 4 months. You're going to do it. Review-wise, it's not going to be great, and you're probably so long doing it. And I just thought, do you know what? No. But I might do an overall. I might do an overswing of the figures to say, are they worth it?
What you can do to keep kind of in it in a way while you're taking a step back is after a month do a update on what you've bought over the
Yeah,
month
my
or
hangout
whatever.
videos,
Yeah,
which is
just do a
what I normally
massive
do.
hangout video and then
Yeah,
step back again.
yeah. Hello, everybody.
Don't
Goodbye.
need to be
Go,
like
go away for
constant.
another month. Hi, David. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. You're oh, you can't see it. See there? I can't see, but just in that darkness there is your custom right at the front. Just
But as I said in the last live, I don't actually know, it wasn't in the live. It was in my Mystique review. I'm going to review this guy. I'm going to review a load of my old kind of X-Men as well. Because they are some good figures, and it's just like, I'd rather do that than spend money on figures I don't need.
yeah, and that's why I was doing the hangout videos, you know, from the Facebook groups and stuff. I was buying figures for like tenner and stuff like that. And I just thought, well, I could just put 5 in there and they do quite well. You know, it's just a hangout, just record A to B and put my little intro and outro on the end. No high thoughts of it. And I'm done. But again, I need figures to do that, and it's more content, more money, and stuff like that. Again, you know, so yeah. And if it's a Star Wars thing, I need to record. So, hope you're doing well, mate. Good evening, lads. Hope you are both well. Hope you are good as well, Mr. Lee. Yeah.
Yeah,
so I'm not. Go on.
It's like you froze there. I was like I'm constantly coming up with like what I can do and stuff, but then it's like, oh, I don't have time. I don't have time to even do it at the moment. Like I can't be bothered to do that. Like I was going to do the sort of, like you were saying, some kind of system to a review instead of just having it going over the articulation done off. And I was going to do it on my last review of Mystique, but when I opened her, I thought, do you know what? This is absolutely crap.
It's like
and
I
couldn't even rate it. I couldn't do any rates on that. Do you know what I mean? I hated it.
Yeah.
And I said to my mate Ben, I said that one was nearly close to being the first figure I axed. Like that was that, because I've got so many people have said, why don't you axe a figure that's bad? And I'm like, I will do when there's one that's that bad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but that one was
like
close
its
to
head
it.
Off.
Yeah, but that one was close to it. But I thought, no.
The thing is, you get to it and you go, actually, no, I could use it as fodder for customs.
Yeah, if I put an axe to it, it wouldn't matter.
No, I'm doing better, Steve. I came back here and you're trying to leave out what they do that. Where they do that. What? You on about?
Hey? What's going on? Is he drunk?
Don't stay away too long. My go-to YouTube channel. Yeah.
You can always go to me while he's gone.
Yeah, I'm not going to go. I mean, I still might, if I get any kind of. Well, I've got the email today saying that my AliExpress wax and boil are on the way, so it might not be a holiday for too long. I might print a review, but it's just a case of I'm just stepping away, so I just don't. You know, if I've got the inspiration and to do a review like that very quickly, I will do it and just pop on, just do one little video. But it's just a case that I need to just sort of step away, reevaluate, and take a new approach channel. I think. I just think at the moment the channel, it's growing, but it's not hitting. Like, you know, really so thankful for the subscribers and everything. It's 5,310. I think we just got over. But there's no return. You know, every review figure 90, 70 sort of views, which is good. You know, I can't knock it. I remember a time when I was looking at it, I was like, oh wow, it's like 1 an hour when I first started YouTube. Do you know what I mean? But it kind of just sort of like there's a 6-hour spurt when I released a video and then it stops. It just doesn't go anywhere. So whether I'm not doing something right, or I should make it more interesting for people to see what kind of like outcome the figure's going to get in the end. So having that review system and stuff there will probably make it a little bit more intriguing in a way. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping we can do something with that. I think maybe. I've got tons of stuff to start posting on IG. I'm still setting up my shelves and a new place. I've got a Marvel one, DC, another Star Wars and Dinosaurs, G.I. Joe on another, and Cobra on the final shelf. Nice, mate. Nice to see you getting the collection. And I hope you're still doing your customs as well of your purple troopers. We're going. Still not going to announce to fade out. You can come to USA and review my stuff. We're going to ship me over in a shipping container. But yeah, I'm not going. I'll definitely do that wax and boil one. Whether I take February off completely and come back in March, or I may take March, for me is going to be quite a hard month. I've just got a lot to sort of plan out. So maybe back in April, and then April is my birthday. So anyone watching, if you want to send me anything, just hit me up. And I'll review it when I come back. So I've got some content. But yeah, so it's just a case of
I dare send you stuff because it goes to your neighbour instead, doesn't it? So
yeah, well, I don't know what happened with that. That's happened twice now as well.
Well, in April anyway. I'll be seeing you in April because we've got Star Wars celebration.
Oh yeah. We're going to Star Wars celebration, so we could always do a live from there.
Yeah, I'll still be going. Should I bring this?
Yeah, probably not. Probably not wise.
I just got to in demand, right? I don't like this one.
Yeah, it's just like smashing up their stock. Where's all your mistakes? Blue limbs just flying everywhere.
What an awful figure. That's in the end of this year. Actually, it's not even this year's figure, is it?
No.
It'll still be at the end of this year. It'll still be in my worst figures of the year.
I think next time we do the sort of like top 10 of the year, I think we do it from what we bought rather than it released. You know, because sometimes I might buy a figure that's a little bit older than whatever, you know, and it's kind of missed its mark on the channel. I told you that you would hit 100, then 1,000 and 5K so far. You did. You've been there right from the start, David.
Who's your biggest fan?
Start, to be honest. I shall definitely make
something for you. You'll definitely make something for you.
Oh, nice. I hope it's purple this time, though. You're going to celebration. Me too. I'm going with my dad. What day are you going on? We're going Friday.
Friday the 10th.
Is it 10th? 9th?
It's the 10th, I think. Yeah, let me have a look. I've got it on here. So we're doing meet and greet.
Yeah, we can go out there. Hello, everyone. Hello. But yeah, I was kind of
Who are those bozos?
yeah. I was going to do it because
it's not. It's the 7th.
Oh, the 7th.
7th.
Yeah, it's my birthday week, the following week, and my boss was like,
"What day is your actual birthday?"
It's the 13th, which is Thursday,
okay.
I think. Is it Thursday or the following week? And I was just like, I don't really want to book 2 weeks off in April, so I was just like, well, okay.
Well, what, you're not off on your birthday then?
No.
Wow, that's bad, isn't it? I have to come to the shop.
Yeah, that's what I feel told anyway, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Just sit there like woo! Amazing fun. On Sunday, you're going as Bespin Luke. Nice one. Cool. Is your dad dressing up? You should dress up as Vader, obviously. Just subscribe. I do.
Yeah. What's your Insta? I'll probably follow you back. I followed most people back.
Lee Photography.
Oh yeah, but I'd probably do follow you. Let me have a look.
Yeah. Yeah, you can you can watch Callum's channel when you're going to bed at night. It really helps.
Yeah.
Definitely purple. I got one. I got my squad almost finished. 5 purple clones.
Oh yeah, I do follow you.
Sith Apprentice. I get this floor. Nice. That's pretty cool.
There you go. There's Lee's channel. There's Lee's Insta. Go and follow him on there.
Go and follow me on Insta. I don't think my dad's dressing up, unfortunately. What? He's the one that got you into Star Wars, so he needs to go and dress up.
He has to dress as Vader. If you're dressing as Luke,
You wouldn't be
he
in
has to
this
dress
dress.
as Vader.
Yeah, that's it.
Or Leia.
And if you get, yeah, and if he's leading you around, you know, he can't even hold your hand. Could got one.
He'll be holding your hand, just not on your arm.
Yeah, you're like, come this way. No, it's not true.
It can't be.
That's impossible. And you see like a garbage chute and just like jump down it. I'm out of here.
Oh,
Oh,
God. I can't believe the prices for that celebration.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
I remember
Absolutely.
the last one I went to, it was the same price as Comic Con, like £25 for a ticket.
Yeah, just what I don't get is like you only can buy tickets online, and it's a robot that issue out the automatic email and stuff like that, and you
Yeah.
still have to pay like a £12.50 admin fee. You know, so a day ticket is like £84. Like
Ridiculous.
I'm gonna have to binge Star Wars just to start enjoying it, to get a little bit more hype for Star Wars before going, because otherwise I'll be like, oh, should we just go and get McDonald's?
Yeah.
But there's quite a few stars are going and stuff like that, and I'll be interested in sort of like the
Tell you what, the last celebration I went to, when it was in London,
like this one.
it was Carrie Fisher's last one before she died.
Does she
I
know
think
this?
I think she died. Did she know? No, but I wish I did, because then I would have got her autograph. But her autograph was going for over £100
Yeah.
at celebration. I was like, nah, I'm all right.
Yeah, but I do feel like some of these people really sort of like go over the top for that. This must be the way they earn money now, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
It's ridiculous the amount of money that they
they charge just for a bit of
go
writing.
for,
to be
even
honest
for
with you.
like £85 for like someone that you don't even, you know, like like they've been in Doctor Who for about 5 minutes, you know.
Yeah,
and
so Warwick Davis.
like-
I remember a Comic Con I went to. I've forgotten what one it was. It was in London,
you
obviously.
can't even get a picture with him though. It'd be like your knees.
Oh no!
It'd be like,
I'll tell you what though, he is probably one of the worst people. He's not. He's so arrogant. Like
He's
he
all right.
thinks he's something special.
no, he's not.
I can't
No,
stand
he's
him.
fine. I've met him quite a few times.
I didn't see when we met him. I didn't like him. I thought he was just. I don't know. I just comes across as rude.
Do you have a
I like
fear?
him.
Do you have a fear?
Well, of him. No. Well, I was.
As you both follow me. I'll have a chat with Steve now and again. We always have a chat, mate. It's good. The thing, like Warwick Davis. So I met him when I used to work in Bluewater when I worked at Game. I met
did you
him
have
quite a
to
few
ID
times. Yeah, I was like, "You're not old enough to buy a Junior Monopoly on the Game Boy Color." That's what he bought. And then I met him a few times doing the Garrison when I was part of the UKG.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say the one that was quite arrogant was Peter Mayhew. I found him really arrogant. And then me and the ex-wife, we went to Harry Potter World and queued up ages, even though she's already had his signature, and you can go to any of these other cons to see Warwick Davis. But this one was purely for Warwick Davis on that day. We was queuing for ages, and it was raining as well. But she ended up getting his signature and sort of sat there. He's kind of like doing an interview type sort of thing. And Celebration as well, 2006, I think it was, when that was up in London. So
2006.
I was
Oh,
yeah,
dear.
I was like 25.
I was 8.
That's sad. Yeah, it's like that was with the ex-wife as well. We only just got together at that point, and we went there, and then that night we were always going to go down to Newquay because I booked holiday, and I was like, "We'll go down tomorrow." I'm so tired, like there's no way I could do a 4-hour drive like straight after. So, yeah. I went to Manchester Comic Con where I met Warwick. Cool. Was he arrogant for you? Yeah, the only one I thought was quite arrogant was Peter Mayhew.
Mm.
Jeremy Bollock, I want to say. I can never say his surname, but he was all right. David Proud.
I think some of them just do it for a bit of pocket money, and they're just like, "Oh, let's just get it over with."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But you got to understand is like quite how monotonous sometimes Star Wars people are. Even when I used to do the Garrison, and I'd be standing there, and someone would come up, and they come up, and they'd be like, and you think, oh, they want a photo, and they'd be like, what did you think that Anakin was feeling when he listened? And I'm like, I don't know, like, I guess he was just kind of feeling bad, or what, it was
felt a bit naughty.
Yeah, you just get people, and they talk like they go really sort of. I mean, I can go sort of quite into it and quite detailed as well, but not in the middle of a con. When I'm dressed up as a stormtrooper, when I'm probably dying for a pee and really need a drink.
You should have just said, "Who's Anakin?" As a stormtrooper. Who's that?
That's it, yeah. Are you a Jedi, sir? More long. But yeah. No. Maybe I should dress up in a stormtrooper. What do you reckon?
What celebration?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think I'll fit in it anymore, to be honest.
We'll get Fraser in one, and people go to, aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?
I used to get that all the time, though. I've actually got a 2-inch instep in the boots to give myself a little bit more height.
Steve wears high heels, guys. You heard it here.
Like the stormtrooper mincing around.
Sassy stormtrooper.
Over there. Set to stand.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Right. Should we end up there then?
Yeah, we can end it all then. So goodbye, everyone.
Is that it? Is that what you're saying?
No, I would say I don't know how long I'll be off YouTube, but I mean I might just pop up now and again. You might see a hangout, you might see something, but it's not going to be a constant kind of thing at the moment. So I'm not going, but I'll still be available on Instagram and all that if you ever want to contact me if you've got any questions and all that. But just a massive thank you getting me to where I am today, to be honest with you. It's it's not like I'm a huge celebrity and stuff, but it just makes you feel a little bit appreciated of just doing an interest that you do, so it's quite nice to sort of inspire people and whatnot.
We can always do a live every now and then as well if you want to. So
yeah, I mean, I'll come on and just do stuff. You might just log on and I'm walking past in the bar. Like, oh, you never told me. But
I'll be doing lives in the meantime.
Are we using my channel as your plug? All right, okay.
Yeah. Hey, I'm on my channel as well. But I'll be doing lives as well.
Yeah.
Filling the gap for while Steve's away.
Yeah,
I'll be doing customs.
And Callum's into literally exactly the same stuff I'm in, and at the same time as well. So when I was collecting Black Series, he was. When you started collecting Power Rangers, I was. We both started collecting G.I. Joe, so we're literally both in the same thing at the same time. So, yeah, it's been, it's good. So pop over to Callum while I'm on holiday, and then you can come back.
I'll give him back.
Yeah, see
you all later.
Take care, guys.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.